Hello, welcome to the Be Human podcast. We share what is known, tried, tested, and useful. How to human with ease. I'm Ruchi Shah, author of We Humans. In today's episode, we ask, what is unhumaning? This distressing and unpleasant human experience. If this question has been on your mind too, listen in. Maybe our answers helps you find your answer. Several years back, like a normal human, I was done. No more unhumaning in my life. Enough. I was clear what my destination was. I was moving away from repeated patterns of hurt, baggages of my past, ghosts of my mistakes. I was chasing ease, peace, love, confidence, connection. To feel these lovely feelings, not just on good days, but also on bad days. I'm not talking about all the places that I had no control, such as my environment, other people, or the larger circumstances that impact my life. I'm talking about all that was in my control: my life, my thoughts, my attitudes, my freedom to choose how I respond to what happens. I thought, I'm an IO psychologist, a coach. I am armed with knowledge and expertise on human behavior and a large toolkit of possible solutions. I knew how to get unhumaning out of my life. But no, I looped. I tried, I failed. I tried, I semi succeeded. I tried, I temporarily felt better. I tried, but it turned out to be pretend success, a performance instead of felt success. If you've felt like this before, raise your hand. Okay, I can't see you, so just give yourself a smile. Isn't it frustrating? Like, what is this? What makes it so difficult to U-turn towards my desired life? With no lasting answers in this outward world of books and experts, I turned within to look for answers. I let go of my knowledge and allowed my knowing. And that's how I learned, and this is what I share. I'd like to put in a disclaimer. The following is my understanding. The hope is my answers helps you find your answers. Let this not be one for debates or agreements. If it works, use it. If it doesn't, it's 100% okay to move on. Back to what I learned, understood, and would like to share. There is no straight way, no straight answers on how to get rid of unhumaning. A flip is necessary, from fast and blurred to slow and clear, from band-aiding the symptom to investigating the root cause. Tune in as I share a few examples of our everyday life, and I flip it from symptom to the underlying root cause. Before the inhumane behaviors, screaming, outbursts, and tantrums, did it start with detachment, slow fading from, frequent checking out, to an allowance as if there but not there is normal? Before the brokenness, feeling hurt, feeling let down, feeling depressed, did it start with masking, smiling through the blur, faking I'm okay, to an allowance as if appearing put together is normal? Before the losing it, messy spiraling and feeling out of control, did it start with having a tight grip on time and people, busy calendars and checklists, to an allowance as if ability to manage storms is normal? Before the weird, too much, something that happens to others, did it start with something familiar Off days that stretch long enough to an allowance as if nothing's wrong kind of wrong is normal. Before the lost dignity, crossed boundaries, and unmet needs, did it start with a shared forgetting, an innocent collection of shared mistakes? Both are wrong, to an allowance as if mountains of blamed wrongs on each other is normal. Before the just move on, just forget it, it doesn't matter, I don't care, let's end it. Did it start with knowing something is off, something is missing, to a to an allowance as if not well is normal? What do you think? What would you say? Which is easier to address? The outbursts or the detachment? The brokenness or the masking? The messy spiral or the tight grip? Which is easier to address? The weird feeling or the familiar feeling? The lost dignity or the shared mistakes? The just forget it or hey, something is missing? Would you agree that the flipped helped? It became a critical pivot to return to where unhumaning started. Don't you think the flip makes it manageable, where bite sized understanding allows us to make baby step changes? The flip is what helped us find our answers. We now pay attention to detachment, to masking, to the grip, to the shared mistakes, and to the familiar feeling that something is off. And because of that, we scream less, we spiral less, we mask less, and that feels light and lovely. Not all examples apply to your unique situation. So here is what you can do in your life. Whenever you have your next big, unpleasant, unhumaning experience, do these three things. One, tell yourself, big experience is only the symptom, and symptoms don't carry the answers. Two, slow it down so that you can trace the root cause. Expert tip: root cause is the point where we stop treating us as humans. So trace it back to that point. Can you sense when you detach, when you mask, when you allow nothing's wrong kind of wrong? 3. Ask how to connect as humans. Try, at least try. Listen to understand. Speak your truth gently. Use words that start with I feel. Maybe allow a mistake or two, and so on. And notice, did that help? As a wrap up to our question, Series 1, what is unhumaning? Sure, big bad experiences are what we call unhumaning. But if we want to be free of unhumaning, the flip is to pay attention to the small, unpleasant experiences that made them so big.